Torey Eisenman with Benchmark Real Estate Group, and we are with Monte Drenner from MTC Counseling. And Monte, you've talked to many people about anxiety, and I always hear, not always, but many instances, people tell me, just be positive or fake it till you make it. And I meet people all the time. I'll go to a networking event and somebody will be standing in the corner, and I actually approach those people because I remember when I started going to networking events, I felt very uncomfortable when there were cliquey environments. But I think many times people are like, just change what you're doing, just be different. Mm-hmm. And I don't think it's always that easy.
Right. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. So how can you help somebody, guide them through this process, and can everybody make that change?
Okay, process of going from anxious to calm. I mean, which process are we talking about?
Well, anxious to calm, or just mindset change from, oh my gosh, nobody's going to like me, or how do I approach those people? I don't have anything to say to them, or I have this presentation and I know I'm going to mess the whole thing up, and my bosses are going to judge me. How do we change that?
Right. So the self-doubt.
The self-doubt.
Self-doubt, and what do people think, right?
Right.
So what I teach people is that we have to understand that we created this way of thinking. Somehow, somewhere along our upbringing, we decided what we were going to believe. Everybody has those thoughts that you talked about, but not everybody believes them. And so what I do when somebody says, well, I'm going to fail miserably at this presentation, I say, well, what evidence do you have? Okay. And basically, most of the time they don't. They're like, well, the last 5 times this one's really good. Okay, so what's different about this time? You see, so I always like to take that thought that's creating the anxiety and challenge it with real evidence and not how they feel.
But I think sometimes we're not aware, right? It comes to awareness. So I know that 90% of the time I'm ruled by my subconscious. I'm just going and moving. I don't look to see what street I'm turning on. I just turn because I know that's the way to go. Mm-hmm. So I might not even know I'm doing it.
Right. Right, and so we have to bring that to an awareness. So if somebody is anxious, there's a thought connected to that, and that's sometimes it takes a while to figure out what that thought is, but once we identify the thought, then we can challenge it and then change it, and then that's going to lead to more calmness.
So if I am a business person and I'm just not getting the results I'm looking for, mm-hmm. could that be attributed to something like this?
Oh, absolutely, because we base our self-esteem upon maybe a month. Maybe they've knocked it out of the park last month, but this month they struck out. And so now, rather than thinking about all the great things they did in the past, they're just focused on this one month. They let that limited time define them, when really the bigger picture is they're a pretty amazing salesperson.
So I think I've seen a stigma attached to counselors, yes. Right? Oh my gosh, I don't want to go there because if anybody finds out, then I'm going to be judged. Here we go, right? With the self-talk again, that judgment. But your practice is coaching. I wouldn't just say counseling per se. It's a combination of both, that you've been able to help people have tremendous results, change to the positive in their business.
Exactly.
So if I'm one of those people out there and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want anybody to know, like, how do I approach you without feeling so afraid?
Okay, so what I encourage people to do is to call it coaching, because it makes sense to get coaching, and we have coaches for all kinds of things. Counseling is for people that are in a bad place, trying to get to a good place. Coaching is people that are in a good place and they're just trying to get better. So most of the people that I see, honestly, are in a good place. They just have this one issue that they really can't resolve. When I say issue, the anxiety about professional job or whatever, something like that. So I just frame it up as coaching.
Right, or subconsciously they don't know why they can't get that result, right?
Exactly.
I want to have 30 sales this month, but I got 3. Right. So what's preventing me from getting from that 3 to 30, which might be a large number, but whatever that respective number is for somebody, you can help them walk through that process.
Exactly.
And if it's on a subconscious level,
we can do that too.
Help identify.
Right, and what we have available to us is hypnosis. And that's one of the things that we do in our practice, and that's really what gets down to the subconscious level. It's amazing.
So in our next video, we're going to talk about hypnosis, because I've been to Monte's office and gotten some hypnosis. So if somebody has interest in coaching and they want to stay discreet, everything you do is confidential.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? So, and your office is in what looks like a home.
Right.
So you could be going to visit somebody and not even know that you're going to visit somebody, even though your office is located.
And there's several other offices there. So it's not a counseling center.
Which is awesome. So how does somebody reach you?
They can reach us at the website at mtccounseling.com, or our phone number is 663-4517. Would love to hear from you.
Awesome. Thank you.